Welcome back to A Year in the Loft. Today is album 5, track 7. If you watched the last video, you know that I wanted to start writing like a little bit more for myself and kind of get my feelings out and push what I'm feeling more into the songs. So I'm gonna jump on piano again and see what I come up with. So, as you know, I've wanted to keep this album calm, like this coffee morning vibe that I've been banging on about. So I've basically played 2 chords, which is E minor 7, and then like a B minor. It's like a B minor 7 with a C sharp as well. I'm not sure what the exact chord is, kind of a bit of a cluster chord. But yeah, it sounds a little bit mysterious, almost like it could be in the Midnight Drives. But yeah, those are kind of 2 chords I'm thinking that I want to run with. And then maybe have some like little reggae pluck, like just to kind of give it more variation on top of the chords so it doesn't get too boring. But yeah, I think what I'll do now is probably pen some lyrics in, see how far I can get, then go do some production, and I'll catch up with you shortly. The lyrics are done and I'm kind of well on my way with producing it, but I don't want to play too much of the production just now because I want to kind of keep it until I go through and talk through it, because for me this could be one of my kind of coolest tracks. I'm going to take a break, then come back, record vocals, and I will take you through the track. Headphones on, finished kind of editing what I want to edit. So yeah, let's jump straight into the track. Now, it's called Over, and what I'm going to do is play this chorus bit and then break it down for you.
Full bird, don't you realize that it's over between us? Don't you realize that it's over? I don't love you anymore. Don't you?
So I'll start with the drums, and it basically has a kick and then this drum loop. Now I mainly like the drum loop for the hi-hats and the snare, so I thought I'll just add a little kick in, and that pretty much makes up all the drums. I use a filter on in the second verse. But yeah, that's the drums. Then into kind of the main bulk of kind of the chords. It started out with this pad. And the chords it plays throughout the whole of the song are those 2 chords. It's an E minor 7 and a B minor add 9. And then it also, I have this little string kind of section which plays the E and the G, and then the B, C sharp and D. So you get this kind of effect. And if you add the drums in, so basically when the chorus came, I just needed to kind of add a few more elements in to give it that tension and release. So I added kind of a sub, and then I added a piano. But I have this effect on from Logic called a rotor, and like a rotor cabinet, and it gives it that really mysterious vibe. That's the piano by itself, but with that on, it just makes it gloomy in a way. And then I actually added this plugin which plays those chords that I kind of played. It's like a little bit of reggae. So if I play all of the production for you now, and there are a couple of like other effects, and there's this arpeggio, an kind of atmospheric vocal, the classic Alex Hackett, and then this guitar loop. Been feeding you all this attention. And I'll play you the first verse. There's no real pre-chorus in this. It's just like a verse, chorus, chorus, and then like a little outro bit. But I will play you the verse so you can hear what the lyrics are, and then I'll talk you through them.
You've been taking it all for granted. Yeah, still wanna put your hands all over my body. Well, I'm sorry. Now we're stuck up in this mansion somewhere in Malibu that your mother paid for. Yeah, I'm grateful, but don't you realize that it's over between us? Don't you realize that it's over? I don't love you anymore. Don't you realize that it's over between us? Don't you realize that it's over? I feel nothing anymore.
So, yeah. You've heard the lyrics. It's very deep. I guess I'm throwing shade, and it's not often that I'll throw shade at people when I write songs, but sometimes you just have to, I don't know, push the boat out. So I'll read you the lyrics. And verse 1 says, "You've been taking it all for granted. Yeah, still want to put your hands all over my body. Well, I'm sorry. Now we're stuck up in this mansion somewhere in Malibu that your mother paid for. Yeah, I'm grateful, but..." So let me break this down a little bit. I mean, this is true from my perspective. The house in Malibu wasn't a house in Malibu, but it was kind of like something that probably could have happened if I'd, I guess, stayed with that person in a way. I'm basically saying that you don't care anymore. You know, you can just have me whenever you want. And I appreciate all the nice things you've done for me, but you need to realize something. And that's when I jump into the chorus and I say, don't you realize that it's over between us? Don't you realize that it's over? I don't love you anymore. Don't you realize that it's over between us? Don't you realize that it's over? I feel nothing anymore. And then it goes into this little kind of ad-libby section. So yeah, I'm basically saying I don't really care that much anymore. Like, you just using me for your pleasure, and I'm not really gaining anything out of it. Verse 2, I say, been feeding you all this attention. It's true. Just doing it for your ego because you need it. Ain't wasting my time on redemption. Nah, I be moving on. Got better things to do than fucking you. That verse is there's quite a lot to dissect, really. I'm basically saying, like, I might still be feeding you this attention, but I'm just doing it because I know you need it. But I don't really care. And, I'm not wasting my time. I'm on redemption. I've got better things to do than fucking you. And I guess it's self-explanatory as well, but if you break it down, it's like, holy crap, Often when I write my own kind of personal experiences with stuff, I go like 100 miles an hour and I'll just throw it all out there, and I'm like, it sometimes comes out like that, which is intense, It's some of the lyrics, like, now we're stuck up in this mansion somewhere in Malibu that your mother paid for. Yeah, I'm grateful. But it's like, I guess when you grow up and you meet people, you don't expect to have these crazy scenarios but sometimes you actually do find yourself in, like you see in a film. And then, but it's not all, I guess it's not all it's painted out to be. Shit hits the fan, and then you have to kind of like come to terms with what's going on. And I guess that's me in this song, really. So yeah, is it a personal experience? Yes. Is it me throwing all my hate a little bit into the song? Probably a little bit, but it's called Over. Ice the King's come out pretty well. I love the production. So yeah, the audio will be out tomorrow, and I'm excited for you all to hear it. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. Lyrics are down in the description, comments if you want to have a read, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Bye bye and peace.